Hare Krishna. So after describing the advanced practices of an advanced Jnana Yogi, now Krishna is going to describe the platform of Brahma Bhuta in Shloka number 54. So let's see that now. Brahma Bhutah Prasannatma Na Shochati Na Kankshati Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Labhate Param. So here Krishna is describing the Brahma Bhuta stage, and he says that Brahma Bhutah, one who is transcendently situated, at once realizes the Supreme Brahman, Prasannatma. He becomes joyful, pure. Na shochati na kankshati. Na shochati, he does not lament for anything that is lost. Na kankshati, he does not desire for anything new. Samha sarveshu bhuteshu, he is equally disposed towards every living entity. Madbhaktim labhate param. In that state he attains pure devotional service unto me. A very nice shloka where we can see the transition of a Jnana Yogi into a Bhakti Yogi. I am sure in this transition there will be one devotee in between. Let's discuss this. So here we understand one thing very clearly. For an impersonalist, the highest truth for him is Brahman. That's the preliminary understanding of absolute truth, and he stops there. But for a personalist, a Bhakti Yogi, what happens? For him, everything starts after Brahma Bhuta stage, where he realizes Bhagavan, he realizes himself as a servant of Bhagavan, and he serves Bhagavan. So in this way, there is a lot of things to explore, or a lot of levels of advancement after Brahma Bhuta stage in the life of a devotee. So for a devotee, as I said in one of the previous videos, that life is very adventurous. Because there are a lot of things to explore. It's an unending, unlimited ocean that is there. So here it is said that one who is engaged in pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord is already in the state of liberation, Brahma Bhuta stage. So anyone who is engaged in the service of the Lord is already there on that stage. Without being one with the Supreme, the Absolute, one cannot render service unto Him. In the Absolute conception, there is no difference between the served and the servitor, yet the distinction is there in a higher spiritual sense. Now see, becoming one with the Supreme means what? Becoming one with the Supreme is coming to the same platform, the same spiritual platform, having the same purpose. So when a devotee or when a person gets purified from his sense gratificatory enjoyment tendencies, what remains is the mood of selfless service. And this on the spiritual platform is very, very important, because we can serve the Lord only on the spiritual platform, because He is completely spiritual. He is Chit Ghan, completely spiritual. So only on the spiritual platform we can serve the Lord. So when the person comes to the spiritual platform, he is one with the Lord on the spiritual platform. And along with that, the purpose why he is living his life is also one with the Lord. The Lord wants something, and the devotee is hankering to execute that particular thing for the pleasure of the Lord. In this way, they are one. One does not mean merge. There is no question of merging anywhere. It's a wrong conception that people have, that once I get liberated, I'll merge into the Lord. Merging means what? Merging means losing one's identity. If we lose our identity, our individuality, how will we serve the Lord? Simple, right? It's logical. So now we are serving the Lord, and after we attain the Lord, we continue to serve the Lord. We don't become God, or we don't merge into God. We remain the same servant, but in a much, much purified spiritual state. So that's a different blissful state altogether. In the material concept of life, when one works for sense gratification, there is misery. But in the absolute world, when one is engaged in pure devotional service, there is no misery. The devotee in Krishna consciousness has nothing for which to lament or desire. So it's a very important thing again that is given. In the material platform, there is misery. Wherever there is sense gratification, selfish tendency to enjoy, do sense gratification, it will always be accompanied by misery. This is a thumb rule in this material world. So here we understand in the absolute world, in the spiritual world, when one is engaged in pure devotional service, there is no misery. Why? Because now this is not on the material platform. Now this is on the spiritual platform. So that's why we see that when people come to devotional service, when they start chanting, reading, hearing, render some practical services, they are blissful. Full day they are slogging, full day. Sometimes they don't get proper sleep also, but still they are blissful. Where is this bliss coming from? This bliss is coming from this absolute platform, this absolute plane of spirituality, the absolute plane of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a proof. If you have not experienced this, then try doing this. In any services, we can get engaged, very, very intense services, and see, full day when we engage ourselves, we will not get tired. In fact, we will get more and more energy. Here it is said, the devotees in Krishna consciousness has nothing for which to lament or desire. Since God is full, a living entity who is engaged in God's service in Krishna consciousness becomes also full in himself. He does not lament for any material loss or aspire for gain because he is full in the service of the Lord. Now someone might ask, how is it possible that he is not lamenting for what he loses? How is it possible that he does not desire for something new? How is it possible? It is possible. Why? Because he is in direct connection with the Lord and Lord is full. Purnamida Purnamidam. So he's completely Purna. He is complete, he is full. And when a devotee is in touch with the Purna, that is Lord, in his service, the devotee also feels that fullness. He will also become full. Basically, so very satisfied in the service of the Lord that he does not desire for anything new and he does not lament for what he's lost. It's like, for example, you are sitting and you are having a huge prasad that is given to you. Lot of wonderful dishes are there and you had a lot of it, and then you're full and then you're sitting. Now after that again one more plate comes full of prasad. Now from that, say when laddu falls down and it breaks and then you're looking at it, you will not lament. Yes. And then your favorite dishes are kept. You will not desire to eat. Why? Because you're full. You're full. Similarly, when it comes to service of the Lord, the devotee is so full that he does not desire anything material. But his spiritual desires are there. He'll keep desiring more and more and more to do more and more services. This is on the spiritual platform. Now what is spoken here is about the material platform. He just like a river cleansed of all dirty water, because a pure devotee has no thought other than Krishna. He is naturally always joyful. So when it comes to the pure devotee, how do we call him as pure? Because always he is absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord. Always thinking, how can I serve Krishna better? How can I serve Krishna better? So he is pure. So here it is said, he knows that every living entity is a fragmental part and parcel of Supreme Lord and therefore eternally a servant. He does not see in the material world someone is higher or lower. Higher and lower positions are ephemeral, and a devotee has nothing to do with ephemeral appearances or disappearances. For him, gold and stone are of equal value. This Brahmabhuta stage and this stage is attained very easily by pure devotee. So he does not distinguish between people. Wherever he goes, he just distributes the mercy of the Lord to everyone without differentiating, oh, he's a very good looking high class person, or he's a very poor fellow not wearing proper clothes. He does not distinguish. He just distributes the mercy. This can happen only with a devotee on the spiritual platform. A materialist, he'll always distinguish. Okay, he's good looking, maybe I'll get more profit from him. Oh, he's poor, useless fellow for me. So on the material platform we can have such thoughts, but on a spiritual platform, as a devotee, it's equal. Everyone is equal for us. And we distribute the mercy equally to everyone. So this is like samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. That is equally disposed towards all the living entities. Now here, the translation of one shloka is given. Very, very beautiful shloka from Chaitanya Chandramrita, shloka number 5. So when a devotee is there on this platform, Brahma Bhuta stage and above, What is his thought process? Kaivalyam narakayate. For him, merging with the Lord is like hellish. He does not want to. Tridashapura akasha pushpayate. And for him, heavenly planets or something like that is like phantasmagoria. It's like flowers in the air, which does not exist. So flowers in the air, illusion basically. So he's not interested to go to heavenly planets also. Durdantendriya sarpa kala patale prokhata damstrayate. And for him, the senses, normally the senses are compared to snakes. But for a devotee who has attained this stage, for him the senses will be like snakes, but with broken fangs. Now the teeth are removed. When the teeth are removed, the poisonous teeth are removed, then snakes are no more fearful. I mean, we will not fear the snakes. So there is no fear for him now when it comes to his senses because they are under control. And then Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. On the material platform, there's so much of misery, but for a devotee, Vishwam Purna Sukhayate, the entire universe, entire world is full of bliss because he's always connected with the Lord. Vidhi Mahendra Adischa Kitayate. For him, it might be Indra or it might be Ant. It's one and the same. It doesn't make any difference because on the material platform, everyone is stuck in the cycle of birth and death. But now the question is, how all this he has attained? He said, Yat karunya kataksha vaibhavatam tam gauram evas tumaha. This is only possible by the mercy of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by the mercy of the Lord, this devotee has got all these wonderful aspects in his life. So we should beg and pray to the Lord. And in this age of Kali, Lord Krishna has appeared as Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who has given us this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So it is so wonderful to understand and note that Lord has given us the treasure of the holy name, which is directly from Goloka Vrindavan. And just by coming in touch with the holy name, just by coming in touch with these wonderful activities of Shravanam, Kirtanam and various other services, one can come to this platform very, very fast, very easily. For a Jnana Yogi, he has to struggle so much. And then if by chance, if he meets some devotee, he will become a devotee. But for us, we have already come in touch with devotees. We are already on the path of becoming a devotee. So we are already on the fast track. The only thing that we have to do is, we shouldn't get tricked by the mind and get deviated to some other path. We should be one-pointed and just go on and on and on this blissful path of Krishna consciousness. Now the Lord continues and is speaking more on this aspect of Brahma Bhuta, or to be more specific, what happens after attaining devotional service. So let's see this concept in the next video. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna